know.
I was like in position, ready to go.
It is Wednesday. It's 3 p.m.
Can you
We're on
believe that it's here
Instagram.
again?
That means it's time for Jewelry This Way movie reviews.
What? You know you're so excited to hear us talk about movies from the 80s.
You know it. I'm excited to talk about movies from the 80s.
I'm so excited about today's.
Yeah, this is going to be a weird one. Super weird one.
This one was not what we thought it was, that's for sure.
No. Yeah, this is a weird-ass movie. So, anyhow.
First order of business.
I'm Brian.
I'm Drew.
We're from Jewelry This Way. There's a website above us, jewelrythisway.com there. We make fun body jewelry, and we name all of our pieces after 80s movies. And because we name them after 80s movies, we decided to do a segment every week where we talk about an 80s movie because why not? It's fun.
We get to talk about jewelry. We get to talk about movies. It's a 2-for-1 on special interest.
And the Power Glove is back.
And the Power Glove is back. It's a permanent fixture, I think.
I love the Power Glove.
We're going to hook it up
so
to our...
bad.
We're going to hook it up to our audio system and make sound effects with it, I think.
Just keep your Power Gloves off her, okay, bud?
God, I'm that movie still has me giggling.
Yes. Yeah, if you didn't see our review last week for the movie The Wizard, it is on our YouTube page. You can go over there. It's Jewelry This Way on YouTube.
What a movie that was.
It's the best movie ever. I love it so much. So much. My favorite.
You should definitely go watch it. And if not, just go watch the review and you'll fully understand the entirety of the movie.
Yeah. You'll at least get to
you'll get the
see
highlights.
my joy of it, I guess. A Power Glove soundboard would be it would be too powerful. Like no one could handle it, to be honest. Like it's just, yeah, you're right. It's too much. Other than that, around the workshop this week, one of our head jewelers, Derek, has been out for the last week because he climbed a mountain.
Oh my God.
Right?
Insane. And he's still yet to show me a single picture. Derek.
Well, I've seen so many pictures. It's been ridiculous. I know. But yeah, so, if you were needing some little extra push to be like, oh man, I think Jewelry This Way is awesome. Like, what if I told you that the guy who made your jewelry also climbed a mountain?
It's even cooler now.
Yeah, it's even cooler.
Sorry. Our jewelers are cooler than yours. I don't know what to tell you.
Yes. All right, we're going to jump into it. We'll be back in 1 second.
One of them is old, the other is not. Let's pop in the tape and give it a shot. It's time for Retro Reactions with Drew and Bryan.
And we back.
Welcome. We know that's such a long transition video, isn't it?
It is. It's a fun transition video, though, so we're going to use it every time because I had a really good time making it. So now you have to watch it every week.
You're welcome.
Yep. Drew, tell them what today's movie is.
So we're talking about Once Bitten from 1985, which, when you sit down on the couch and you cuddle in and you get ready for, I don't know, a shark movie and it opens up and it's actually about vampires, you kind of just don't know what's about to happen. I felt completely sideswiped by that.
Now, why did you think it was a movie about sharks?
So we designed this piece, and it's based off of a megalodon tooth, and then we named it Once Bitten.
Because it makes sense.
Because it does. It's like a perfect name. It's an 80s movie, and we probably saw this movie poster and we were like, there's probably sharks in there somewhere.
I never saw the movie poster, to be honest. I think I just saw the name of it and I was like, oh, Once Bitten, teeth, shark teeth, cool, let's do this thing. It wasn't until this week when we had to watch this movie we were like, oh, this is not about sharks at all.
Nope. We apparently had no idea what this movie was. We were very taken back.
Yeah. So that's the fun part about us naming jewelry from 80s movies is that a lot of times we haven't even seen the movies. We're just like, yeah, this kind of fits this piece of jewelry. Why not? And then later on we find out we were wrong.
But you know what? A tooth is a tooth. So maybe it's a vampire tooth. Maybe it's a shark tooth.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a dog tooth. I don't know. It's a tooth. It came from something. And it's called Once Bitten, which is perfect.
Yes.
Now, this movie sits in a really interesting place. It's trying to accomplish numerous things at once. It is a teen sex comedy. It is a vampire movie. It is a romance. It's supernatural comedy. And it's all in one movie. And it does not take itself seriously.
Thank God.
It knows that it's a comedy. It knows it's about to make 1,000 bad dad jokes. And they added Jim Carrey in there.
They
This is his debut movie.
Which is wild, too, because it's not
You
the Jim
wouldn't
Carrey
think.
you know.
No.
Yeah.
No, and he's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's so young.
Itty bitty.
But this is his first big role before becoming one of like the biggest comedy stars on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think he did a great job. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's really the selling point of this movie now.
Right.
If somebody has never heard of Once Bitten, you can almost guarantee that they've heard of Jim Carrey.
At least.
And it's really interesting because we're watching him before he became Jim Carrey, you know, so like we see flashes of his facial expressions and the physical comedy that he's famous for, but he's playing like a much straighter role than he would a few years later.
It's not quite him yet.
Yeah, it's
People
not-
haven't adjusted to his weird, wacky faces and things.
Yeah, there's no In Living Color yet. There's no Ace Ventura. Like we're years away from that. It almost feels like you're watching somebody who's about to explode into superstardom, but hasn't quite figured how much of himself to put on screen yet, kind of.
Which, you know, honestly works so well because he's playing a teenager who's just trying to get laid. And he's kind of
Nails it.
uncomfortable with himself. And like it's Jim Carrey before he's Jim Carrey. And he's kind of uncomfortable not making these faces.
Yeah.
So it worked out very well. Now we get into the kind of the meat of the movie. And it opens up with this kind of like funny premise where we meet this century-old vampire named Countess. See, so on the nose with the vampire jokes immediately.
Done.
She's 400 years old. Every Halloween, she has to drink the blood of a male virgin 3 times in order to maintain her youth. Seems really simple, but now it's the 1980s, and virginity's not as cool as it once was.
No, finding a male virgin in LA was like impossible at that time, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Who knows? It's a ridiculous setup, but it's ridiculous in the way that tells you exactly what kind of movie this is,
They
right?
state it clear as day.
Yeah, just straight up. The Countess is not trying to conquer the world. She's not building a vampire army. She's just dealing with what amounts to kind of a supernatural midlife crisis. You know, she's on a deadline. She's kind of desperate. Her assistant is scrambling to help her solve this increasingly embarrassing problem. So, yeah, she's just trying to get some.
Yeah, it's like getting your yearly Botox, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And then after meeting the Countess, we meet Mark, played by Jim Carrey. And, you know, he's exactly what you think a high school senior boy is. He's dating a girl. He's got 2 goofy best friends, Russ and Jamie. And everyone knows that he's a virgin.
They do. And that's the joke that drives the entire movie,
The
really.
whole movie. Everyone's just dogging him for it.
So much. Mark desperately wants to take the next step with Robin. And Robin likes him, but she's waiting until she's ready, right?
Which is
good.
fair.
It's good. Which,
Go,
you know,
Robin.
which
Tell him
honestly,
no.
it makes Robin one of the more reasonable characters in the movie,
The
right?
whole movie, I'm on her side.
Yeah. Mark's friends are just giving him terrible advice because it's
They're
high school.
teenage
That's
boys.
kind of what we do. Yeah.
They're just terrible.
Every conversation basically just comes, you know, it turns into like being like, dude, just go find somebody, like anybody who's willing, just take care of this, right?
Right. And so Mark kind of takes his friend's advice in a way, and him and his friends go to Hollywood to go to a bar and try to meet some ladies. And let me tell you, this bar is pretty interesting. So they're in a bar. On each table, it's like a little round table, and it has a phone in the middle with a big number. So you can pick up the phone and call people at other tables and be like, hey, are you the guy in the red tie in the middle? And like hit on people through the phone and decide if you want to go sit with them. So, you know, kind of peak 80s like clubbing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't even a thought at that point. But the music, the fashion, the lighting, the weird club vibes that are coming out of it just felt so encapsulating of the 80s.
Very much. Yeah. I kind of wonder if somebody could do a modern version of that where you're like at a nightclub, but the tables just have the ability to like text people at other tables and send pictures and stuff. And so you could like flirt with people at the other ones. I'm sure humans would figure out a way to make this a terrible idea very quickly. But
Immediately. I looked at it and
you
I was like,
know.
I actually kind of love this vibe for a nightclub. I don't have to like talk to 1,000 people. I can just call the table I like.
yeah, except
And
if it's a
then-
nightclub, it's super loud and you can't hear anything over the phone.
Right.
So I don't
They're
know.
ups and downs, you know. It's good thing that's not our business model.
No, thank God. Yeah. So the Countess finally finds him in this location, you know, and her vampires can somehow sense that Mark is still a virgin, which is never really explained.
Okay,
You just
not much is explained because
No.
these are also high schoolers in a nightclub
Yeah.
having like 17 beers. There's so many plot holes. Don't think about it too hard. It's
No,
a
you just
comedy
go with
movie.
it.
They're
Yeah.
just doing things.
Yeah. She zeroes in on him. He is completely mesmerized by her.
Vampire powers.
Yeah. And before he knows what's happening, she has taken him back to her mansion.
And, you know, Mark thinks he's going to get some. He's excited because he's a teenage boy thinking he's going to get some. And so the Countess kind of like leads him into everything. And she gets her like first round of blood from him. And the audience kind of knows what's happening, but also like it's getting quite suggestive. And so you don't really know like what exactly happened in this moment. But, you know, Mark is ecstatic.
Yeah. Oh, he got bit on the inner thigh. You know, I mean, of course he is.
He's having a great time.
So she gets the first of her 3 bites that she needs before Halloween. And, you know, I feel like it's one of the smarter ideas in the movie. It kind of flips that normal vampire mythology a little.
It really did.
Instead of biting somebody on the neck, you know, female vampires in this world, they drain male virgins from the thigh. So it's weird, it's silly, you know, but it gives the movie its own identity instead of just copying Dracula.
Oh, yeah. And the fact that she needs the same blood from the same person 3 separate times. She can't just kill him right away.
No.
She's got to like string him along.
It's kind of a hard task, to be honest.
Right? I see why she's so annoyed.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then after that night, Mark starts acting, I don't know, quite different. He wants rare meat. He's avoiding the sunlight. He's having really weird dreams about the Countess. And he's just becoming increasingly obsessed with seeing her again. You know?
Of course. I mean, it was his first time, his first love, you know?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this part, and not because it's scary, because nothing in this movie is actually scary.
Not a single bit of this would put fear in me.
But Jim Carrey slowly becoming more vampire-like is really, really entertaining.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
You can already see him starting to lean into like all those exaggerated facial expressions and that physical comedy that later just becomes his trademark. So it was really a neat like glimpse into the future.
I love the way they slowly, increasingly made him more pale as well. Something about it was so funny because it wasn't subtle.
Yeah, this was almost kind of like a Wayans brother take on a vampire movie, but like less silly, but
really
more silly in other ways.
Yeah.
You know, it just. Yeah.
And, you know, after all of this, Robin starts getting a little suspicious. She overhears Mark telling his friends that he thinks he lost his virginity. And so naturally, she does what any reasonable woman would do, and she dumps him. And completely deserved. Love her for that. You know, she thinks he cheated, and that's loser behavior. She's got to leave him.
Yeah. This is one of those rare situations, too, where literally everybody is working with incomplete information.
No one knows anything.
No, not at all.
No.
You got Mark, who he thinks he slept with somebody. No. Robin, who thinks he cheated. The Countess, who knows that none of those are true. And everybody's making decisions based on bad information. And we already know what happens when that happens. It makes for some comedic moments.
It's great.
Yeah.
I was loving it.
Yes, because it wasn't my life.
No. Got to watch everyone else's fall apart for a minute.
Yeah.
And, you know, Mark, he does try to, like, be a good guy. He's trying to, like, repair things with Robin and apologize. And things, like, do start to improve. Robin's trying to kind of overlook it because he is a teenage boy and they are the worst. And then the Countess literally appears in a dressing room store while Robin is out shopping with Mark. And she seduces Mark again to get the second bite in this store in the fitting room. And now our transformation of Mark becoming a vampire, it's on speed run.
Yep.
He's over the halfway point.
And this is where that movie really starts kind of leaning harder into vampire mythology, I feel like. His reflection starts disappearing.
Which is so cute.
Yeah, the behavior becomes strange. He's clearly changing whether he wants to or not. And for the first time, he realizes that something kind of supernatural is happening to him.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, he went from wearing colorful clothes to all black suddenly. Oh.
He got goth.
Goth Jim Carrey was so
adorable. He found out
adorable.
about My Chemical Romance. I guess it would have been The Cure back then. He found out about The Cure.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we need some fun facts.
Well, we already talked about this being Jim Carrey's major, like, starring role. The writers, I think, originally wanted Michael J. Fox for the lead.
No.
Right? Because I can't imagine anyone but Jim Carrey in this role after watching it.
No, I can't imagine Michael J. Fox.
Absolutely not. I don't think it would have been nearly as funny.
No, they would have had to made it to where he hooked up with his mother. Like his mom was the vampire in it. Little foreshadowing into Back to the Future, I guess.
I wasn't ready for that one.
I know, right? Another fun one. So the movie originally had a much darker version of Hollywood in the script.
I feel like all these 80 movies did.
Pretty much,
Gosh.
yeah. The writers imagined something almost surreal and creepy, but then the studio pushed it towards like a broader teen comedy instead. I would have loved to have seen the even darker version. I think that'd have been really cool.
Right.
I wish they would have put it out on like the DVD or something, but
I wish
they
we
just
got
mixed it.
like a bunch of alternative endings from these 80s movies, because this is like, I think the
Yes.
10th one where it's had like an alternative, darker ending that just didn't resonate with audiences and got like pushed to be lighthearted.
Yeah.
Ugh, I would have loved to have seen that.
Society ruins everything.
Goodness. So after, Mark gets the second bite, we're ramping up to the final bite, closer to Halloween. However, the school is having its annual Halloween dance. And,
As they do.
Mark and Robin, they're really trying to get the relationship back on track and reconnect. And next thing you know, the Countess shows up. Now, why is this grown woman in a high school dance? I don't know, but she's there. And she decides that she is going to steal/seduce dance Mark away from Robin. And it leads into what is another wonderful 80s dance movie montage for a full 3-minute long song.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Lots of outfit
So,
changes, too.
Yeah. Anytime there's a dance off, it's on. Just remember that.
It was amazing. I'm not going to lie.
Someone's getting served.
It was so funny. They just kept taking off pieces of clothes and like stealing them from each other. And the song was hands off. So it was like, the boy's mine. And they were like pulling them back and forth. It was great. It was great.
I loved how unapologetically ridiculous this scene is. Nobody
much.
questions why this mysterious, glamorous woman is suddenly here in a high school dance and competing with the high school girl on the dance floor. Again, everyone just accepts it. And honestly, like, Jim Carrey commits, right? The dance scene is probably one of the highlights of the movie, as it is in most 80s movies now that we're saying all this out loud.
Oh, and right before this dance off, I forgot to mention, they're walking in and they sign in for their little costume contest. And everyone's like, Mark, you're dressed as a vampire. And he goes, I'm not wearing a costume. And he repeats this probably like 3 more times at this dance, dressed as a vampire.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to high school with a lot of kids like that too.
I did too.
Yeah.
I think I was
Were you
one
one
of
of them? Yeah. I could see you with a cape.
Hey, man, it's like wearing a blanket.
It is, except it helps you fly.
Yeah. So after the dance, Robin starts researching vampires because she realizes that, Mark is like disappearing in the mirror and he's really pale. And she discovers that female vampires don't sleep with their victims. They just bite them on the thigh really high up, which means Mark never cheated on her. So everything's all good.
Yep.
He was just being hunted, which she now has to handle.
Yeah. And I like this reveal. It clears up that central misunderstanding. Robin immediately switches from being angry, which is impressive on its own.
So
because,
impressive.
I
still would have left him to be hunted.
Yeah,
Like,
she
sorry, you thought you cheated on me. That's enough.
She just instantly goes from like, you cheated on me to, oops, I was wrong. And like, whew, that's the movie
180.
magic, right? And then she realizes she needs to save Mark before Halloween, right?
And then once again, the Countess has kidnapped Mark. And Robin is trying to like get into the mansion. The Countess and Mark are trying to like get to third base essentially. And Russ and Jamie come in. The final act becomes like kind of a haunted house scenario where there's hidden rooms. There's a bunch of coffins everywhere because there are other like vampire assistants that the Countess has. There's vampires everywhere. And that's when you really get kind of the goth setting of the vampires in this movie.
Yes.
For the most part, it is really like teeny bopper, like high school things, but now it's like the nice goth vibe that you think when you think vampire movie.
And the comedy works better because there's actually some urgency here, right?
So much. Everyone's panicked.
Yeah, everyone's running around. People are getting captured left and right. You got vampire servants. They're chasing everyone.
Everywhere.
And it feels like all the setup is kind of paying off.
It took a minute, but we got there.
Yeah, we got there eventually.
So, the Countess straps down Mark for that final bite. She's, she's working towards 400 years to this moment. So, and Robin manages to free him. And they hide inside one of the giant coffins. And get this, they finally have sex.
They do it.
Which means Mark, no longer a virgin.
No longer. A little two become one, This instantly ruins centuries of vampire planning.
Oh, she's screwed.
Yeah.
He's not a virgin anymore. It's like Halloween.
Boom. The Countess loses her chance at eternal youth. She rapidly ages right in front of our eyes. And Sebastian basically looks at her and says, well, we'll find another one. And then she responds, have you seen this generation? And that joke lands even harder today than it did in 85. It's better presented by them than it is me, but yeah,
was so
hits.
funny.
It hits.
Oh, man. All right, so are we ready for conspiracies?
I'm always ready for conspiracy time.
Okay, so going down the Reddit rabbit holes, we found that one fan theory suggests that the Countess never actually cared specifically about Mark. He just happened to be the only virgin left that they could find.
I buy that.
Right?
Yeah.
Which, like, she's seducing him the whole time.
Yeah, she never seemed like she was really like emotionally attached to him by any means. This was just, a business transaction for her.
Yeah. She needs him physically present, so she must keep up with him. That's that's like the extent of care she has, is just where is he so that I can achieve my mission.
Another fun interpretation that I read is that the movie is quietly making fun of the 1980s panic around teenage sexuality.
100%.
Everybody spends the entire movie obsessed with whether Mark has had sex or not. And then meanwhile, the actual threat is the 400-year-old vampire. So it's a weird reversal, and that hits a little too hard and close today too.
And there's so many jokes about kids just being overly sexual. Like there's an opening scene where they're like, we can't find any virgins. Like the only virgin we found was this 11-year-old. And she goes, don't be gross. And she like gets so mad at her servants. She's like, ew, get that away from me.
Yeah.
Like they're talking so blatantly about like 80s purity culture. Blatantly. They're just ripping on it the whole time.
Yep.
But you know what? I think this movie kind of succeeds because it knows what it's doing in that aspect. It knows exactly what it is and what it wants to be. It's a little campy. It's very silly. It's never once serious. And I do think it does some fun vampire mythology moments.
Yeah. I wouldn't say this movie is like a hidden masterpiece by any means. There are definitely jokes that feel very dated today, which they should. It's been a few years.
Only like 40-something years.
Yeah. The humor is very much a product of the mid-'80s. But it's easy to see why this has become a cult classic. It's light and it's goofy, and you get to see an early Jim Carrey performance, which is honestly, it's worth watching this movie.
Oh, it was so good to see him this early on in his career.
Yeah, this was really neat. So this was my first time seeing this movie. I really hadn't heard of it, obviously, because we
didn't know it was.
We thought it was about sharks. But
we had no clue what this was.
Yeah,
I remember looking at you this morning and being like, "Hey, did you know that wasn't about sharks?"
Like, nope, I had no clue.
It's like I don't even know what I'm going to talk about later.
Yeah.
I thought
it was going to be like Deep Blue Sea or something.
Yeah,
but
I was like, I thought we were going to
no.
be at the ocean eventually.
Oh God. Okay.
Rapid fire.
Sure. Why not?
Let's do it. Okay, so best performance.
Jim Carrey,
I mean,
obviously. Yeah.
There's some other really big names in here. There's some big other like horror movie names in here, like Laura Hutton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was in some other like big scary movies around this time, but
Yeah.
this wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't scary.
What's the funniest scene to you?
Oh, that Halloween dance! I thought it was hilarious.
Agreed.
All right, your favorite character aside from Mark?
Sebastian.
Okay, that's fair.
Homeboy steals every scene he's in.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. What do you think?
right.
Does it still hold up?
I think it works watching it today, being aware it's an 80s movie. Do I think I'm going to watch it again? Probably not. Probably not. I might pull it out at like a really niche Halloween party though and be like, "I want to watch a vampire movie."
Yeah.
That'd be the extent.
Agreed. Yeah. It's one of those good movies to put on if you don't want to really pay attention to the movie. It's a good background movie.
Oh, it's a great background movie.
Yeah.
It's a good one to add to the Halloween roster. I'll say that. I would put this in like a Halloween movie lineup easily for just something fun and giggly.
Agreed.
All right. If you've never seen Once Bitten, it is that fun little time capsule from the mid-'80s. And if you're a Jim Carrey fan, it is fascinating to see where everything got started. You can already kind of spot that he was about to become the really next big performer. You can see it in his face.
He got that glimmer.
You know he's about
in
to
his
take
eyes,
off.
right? Oh man. So yeah, check it out. I think we'll do that thing where we stick our thumbs out and give a vote on this one.
Review it.
On the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I didn't really move mine, but we got 1.5, so that's
Right.
pretty. It's less than 0 or more than 0.
There you go.
Boom, reverse that. But yeah, check it out.
It's
fun.
like if you don't know what to watch and you want to watch something, you can turn this on easily. It's also free in most places because it's from
True.
'85.
Yep.
So it's easy to get a hold of. but it's not great.
You know what's better than this movie, though?
Oh,
The jewelry that we made,
the jewelry's great.
obviously.
Don't let the name fool you.
No.
The jewelry's fantastic,
Yeah,
okay?
the jewelry's the shit.
I
so-
love this little tooth design.
Yeah, man. So it's a shark tooth design that has nothing to do with this movie. Because
or is it a vampire
or
tooth?
everything to do with this movie. We don't know. It could be a vampire tooth. It just depends on what you want it to be.
Yeah, you know, that's like a 400-year-old shark tooth.
Yeah.
It's a 400-year-old vampire
Vampire tooth,
movie.
either
Like,
one.
Come on.
Yeah.
Same. Just a little different.
But we have these available on our website right now. They are threadless jewelry ends. We have them in a couple different sizes. We've got some large
And
ones,
they're
small
so
ones.
cute.
We
Even
just
the
finished
large
up.
one's so little.
Yeah. We just finished up some white gold ones today as well. That'll hit the website later today. If you are one of our wholesale customers, you can hit up the website, jewelrythisway.com, right above you, and use that coupon code all the way up at the top there. This coupon code this week is Blood Curse. You like that?
I wasn't ready for that.
No, it was
Thank
either
you.
going to be that or it was going to be like an Ace Ventura reference, but then I stuck with this. So, yeah.
I'm just glad you did the voice.
Coupon code Blood Curse at checkout, and you're going to get 10% off. So that's pretty cool. There's no limit on that either. You can get 100 of these if you want them for your shop.
Do it.
It's all up to you.
As many as your teeth as you can.
If you are not one of our wholesale customers, we do have retail sales available as well through jewelrythisway.com. So if you need some jewelry for yourself, check that out or check out one of our amazing wholesalers at their piercing studios and see all of our cool jewelry there. So, yeah. What else we got? Anything?
Oh, if you haven't seen them yet, you should check them out. Our displays,
Oof,
they're
so
spill
good.
proof.
Look at that.
And all the jewelry's still in. Nothing's coming out.
Nothing's coming out.
Oh, they're glorious.
Yeah. Imagine like you take your display out of your display case to set it down on your counter to show your customers some jewelry. What's
they
the
go,
first
"What
thing
is
they do? They
that?"
pick it up and flip it over every damn time.
Why
Not
do
a
they
problem
do
anymore.
that?
Not a problem anymore because we made these things here.
We
These are
fixed it.
spill proof as hell. These are engineered to all hell. I went through like more revisions than I can count.
Oh my God, that
but
was
like
insane.
those ends are not going anywhere.
You can shake that as hard as soft. Like you can pretty much toss it across the room. Nothing's going
Yep.
anywhere.
And at the APP conference, we had these, and I was actually doing that. Like I was picking them up and just like tossing them across our booth onto the floor, and people were like, they were shitting their britches over it. They were terrified. And then I pick it up and be like, all the jewelry's still here. It's totally fine. I'm not worried about this at all. That's how much I trust it.
You
So
can take the inserts out.
Yep.
You can drop them. And
All day
look at
long.
that. They're all
Yep.
still right where they were.
these have been stupid popular, thankfully, which is amazing, and I'm so thankful that
I'm so
everybody
glad
loves
y'all
them.
love them.
We keep having studio after studio that like picked up one or two of these at conference, hit us up, and they're like, "Okay,
bam.
we need 20 of these now because we're going to replace all of our displays and all of our cases with stuff like this."
And they're
which is-
modular.
It's awesome.
Like we're not even talking about the features of it. We're just talking about the
No.
one thing it can
Yeah.
do. So this is 3 individual components. You can take the insert out and do a ring insert. You could take the base off and have it be shorter. They're also hexagon shaped, so they kind of intermingle with each other perfectly. And yet everything's still at that angle to where you can see it.
And
oh,
we
it's
have
awesome.
risers for them too that I need to put on the website because I don't think they're on there yet.
Well, look at that.
But yeah, so you can like have a tier of 3 of them. They look
Oh, they're
fire.
so cool.
look super good.
And you can get them in your branded colors as well. So, like, say you don't want a black display, but you want, I don't know, like bright purple. You just let us know what kind of purple, and we'll make it happen because we're really awesome. And we make everything in house.
We do
We do everything here ourselves,
everything, 'cause I'm
including this
crazy.
movie review.
Yeah,
This is all, we're just DIY and everything.
that we are. We should have named it DIY instead. Or no, that would have been dumb too. It wouldn't have worked. DIY JTW. It's too many letters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well.
Ugh,
You know,
we got it right the first time.
as we showed this week, we aren't the best at naming things. Like, we're good at lots of other things. Naming
Okay,
things is like a
But
50-50.
it is a good name. Like,
It is a great name.
objectively, it's
Yeah.
a good name. If you don't know what this movie is, it's a great name.
And I'm finding too that like so many of our customers don't even know that our jewelry is named after 80s movies. They just think that our jewelry has really weird, odd names, which amuses the hell out of me just the same. So I'm all right with it.
Oh,
this
it's a
is too
great
much
time.
fun.
We love it here.
We do. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are here every Wednesday at 3 p.m. live on Instagram.
Come join us.
Yeah, and
we're
if
taking guest submissions. Just email us.
Yeah, just email us. We would love to have you as a guest host on here. You get to pick the movie that we review.
Pick a time and day that works for you.
Yeah.
You pick the movie. You tell us all your favorite things or what you hate about it.
Yeah.
If you really hate a movie from the 80s and you need to talk about it,
yeah, we can just
we're
hate.
here for that.
It's totally fine.
I love hating on things.
It'll be super fun. If you did happen to miss this today or miss any of our other past live streams, head over to youtube.com. Look for Jewelry This Way. We are on there, and you will see all of our videos on there too. Like, follow, subscribe, click the bell,
all the
spin in a circle, jump
3 times, clap your hands, say the magic word.
Get bit by a vampire 3 times.
Or a megalodon.
Or a megalodon.
Yeah, your pick.
Either one. All right, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.